everybody, welcome back to the channel for another video. Today we're going to do a little eye look. I thought I would do a purple eye look. I haven't done one in a while, so I thought let's do a purple eye look. But before we get started, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. So happy that you're here. All right, let's get to it, shall we? All right, everybody, my name's Gloria. So glad that you're here. And I just hit my camera and my camera tripod, and sorry about that. But anyway, so I thought I would do I've already put on my base products and we'll talk about those first, but then I thought I would do an eye look with you guys, and I'm going to use a ColourPop, which I think is an affordable brand, and I got a bunch of singles. They had one build your own palette, and I got, let's see, 24 shadows, and I don't remember what I paid for because it was on like 30% off of that. But I feel like that ColourPop is a very affordable brand, very affordable, and I do like them. They are one of my favorite brands. I haven't used them in a while, so I thought, why not? Let's do it, shall we? But let's talk about my face products first. So, did I not? Oh yeah, I did. So for my primer today, I used my Benefit Professional Pore Primer. Use that as my primer. For foundation today, I used this Do It All Sheer Tint Face Balm 92% Skincare Serum in the shade something. Fair Warm 120. Might be a little bit dark, but I don't know. It doesn't look bad, I don't think. But anyway, I've got this in the recent Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I don't remember what I paid for it. Was it $17, $18, something like that. But it only takes a little bitty bit, so this will last a while. So I use that for my foundation. And then for my face powder, I used my Morphe Jumbo Bacon Set in, what is this, Brightening Pink. In Brightening Pink, use that as my setting powder. For my under eye brightener, I used my Catrice Under Eye Brightener Instant Awake in Light Rose. Use that. It does help a little bit. I use that as an under eye brightener. I did not use a concealer today. Yeah, I didn't use a concealer. And then for, let's see, for bronzer today, I used my Essence Baby Got Bronze in, what was this one in? Cinnamon Spice. This little doodad in Cinnamon Spice. It only takes a small amount. This lasts forever. Use that as my bronzer. For my face powder, for my blush, I used from my Jacqueline palette that I got on clearance off of Ulta some time ago because I guess she was going out of business. Anyway, I wanted to do a purple look, so this is Lilac Love, and it's kind of got a little lavender tint to it. You really can't see it in the camera, but it's kind of a pinkish lavender color, so I use that for my blush. And then for my highlighter today, I used, this is by Sugar Drizzle on Top of the Mountain and Beneath the Stars highlight palette, and I used, what is this one? This one right here in Star Shine. It's got that purple tint to it. Kind of changes color, but it's got that purple. That's my highlighter. I think I used a little more over here than over here, but that's okay. I ain't going anywhere. And yes, I do have green on, and I'm doing a purple look, but that's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I didn't decide to do a purple look until I was already dressed. And I wasn't changing my shirt. All right. Let's see. Is that everything I have on right now? For my eyebrows, I used my Maybelline Express Brow. It's like dual-ended. This end is that. And then the other end is like a, whoops, it twists off. It's a sponge tip. So I used that. Do a little bit on my brows. Then I went in with my NYX Control Freak Clear Brow Gel to kind of set them in place. That one's a little messed up. What the heck? Hold on a minute. That's kind of weird. Oh well, I don't know what's going on with that. All right, I think that's everything I've used so far. So now we're going to do an eye look, and I'm going to bring you a little bit closer for that. Okay, so today for my eye primer, I'm going to use my ABH eye primer. I'm going to use some of that. So how is everybody doing? How was your weekend? Mine was uneventful. Uneventful. Right now, we're trying to spend as least amount of money as possible because we've got to get some property taxes I've got to get paid the end of this month, first of next month. And so when you got to pay all that, then you don't spend much money. Let's see, I can't see my mirror. I can't see the camera there. Okay, do this eye. I keep saying that I'm going to get the Milani eye primer, and have I done that yet? No, but I will. My son was calling me. Okay, so we've got the eye primer on, and now we're going to get into this palette. So this is a ColourPop palette, and it's just a bunch of singles. It was a build your own palette, 30% off special I had going on. I don't even remember what I paid because I've had this for a long time. But anyway, we're going to I'm going to attempt a purple look, I think. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But first, I'm going to take this one here, which is called Young Love, which is just a white matte. And I want to put that all over my lid today. I don't normally do all over the lid like that to start with, but today we are. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Let's just go ahead and do that. So anyway, very uneventful weekend. We just went and bought a few groceries, stayed home. Which is okay. We have a big screened-in back porch that we could sit on, and we've got the land to look at in the mountains and all that. And so, you know, we sat outside a whole lot this weekend. Nice and quiet and peaceful. When you live in the country, peaceful. The most I hit you here are the cows mooing. And you know what? I'll take that any day over city life. For sure, for sure. All right, now I'm going to go in and I want to deepen the outer area. No, wait a minute. No, first I'm going to go in with this color. What color is this? Say I Do. Kind of a peaky, purpley color. I'm going to go in with that. And I need a brush for that, what I want to use. I think I'm going to use this brush. I don't know what it is, Mange. This was a Juvia's Place brush. Yeah, a Juvia's Place brush that I just used. This is from Mange. I don't know. I can't say that word. Anyway, we're going to go in with that. Let's just see what that's going to look like. And I try to tap in first when I'm doing the colors like this because I do have crepey eyelids, and I find that that doesn't get as patchy if I do that. Then once I get it there, then I start blending it in. It's okay. Do this eye. Now we're going to blend it a little bit. Okay, just a little bit there. Now we're going to go into a darker purple into the outer area. Using the same Mange brush. We're going to go into this color here, which is a purple. It's called Silver Lining, but it's a purple. That's funny. Silver Lining. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Hopefully this will be dark enough. We're going to find out. I think it will be. We're just going to tap that right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. I'm gonna tap that into the eye. And we're just gonna kind of blend it. So yeah, so that's what we did. We just mostly sat outside and the back porch and just enjoyed the nice weather. Not too hot, not cold, just right. And just enjoyed the weather. Did some grilling. My husband on Saturday smoked a Boston butt and we made barbecue sandwiches with that. And then what did we do last night? We made tostados. That's what we did. And some cheese dip. Something like that. Maybe a little bit more here. Go a little bit more into the eye. Well, all right. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone because if I keep on, I'm gonna mess it up. All right. So we got that so far going on. Now I want to use a shimmer. Got 3 choices. I think I'm gonna go with this one, which is Subdue. Subdue, that's a pretty purple. I'm gonna go with that. Why not? I'm just gonna use my finger. Put that on the eyelid. And what I like about the ColourPop, now some of the ColourPop shadows are very pigmented, but for the most part, I can build them. I can either have them light or I can build them to be more dark. So that's what I do like about ColourPop. Plus, they always blend very well. I've never had, I know some people say they have some of the shadow palettes don't blend or as well as others, but for me, but I've had I got a lot of ColourPop palettes. I don't have any problem with them blending, so I don't know. Maybe it's depending on your eyelids. I don't know. I really don't know, but look at that. That's pretty. That is pretty. I like that. I like that a lot. Now let's do this other lip. I gotta lean down here to get it. Do the other eye. And the left eye never looks as good as the right eye. I don't know why. I do not know why. But it is what it is. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of all over blending. Just going to use that brush that I used, put the white matte on with. Just going to use that to kind of do a little blending. Ooh, the sun is bright. Kind of like that. Like that. And voila. Ooh, the sun's coming in bright. And just like that, the main part of the eyes is done. Now I'm going to go offline and I'm going to put an eyeliner on and do some mascara. And then when we come back, we'll do a lip. hang tight, hang tight. I'm back. And I have finished up the eyes. So what I did when I went offline is I've got it laying over there. Hold on a minute. Now maybe I've got it. So I lined my eyes with my Rimmel Scandal Eyes in Brown. Just lined upper and lower with that. Then I used the ColourPop Code Girl Metallic, which is basically a white, like that. I use that on the inner, for the inner corner highlight. Then I took the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer and use that on my lashes as my lash primer, which I am liking this actually. I am liking this. It's doing a very good job of lengthening the lashes, which I do like. Then I used my Thrive Liquid Lash Extension Tubing Mascara in the color Bryn, which is black. One of my favorites. And that's finished the eyes. So now let's do a lip. I have these two lip glosses from, I think this one, from Unearthly Cosmetics. And I'm trying to decide which one I want to use today. Actually, that's not a lip. Oh yeah, that is a lip. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I figured it out. We're going to use this one, which is Spaz, which looks like that. We're going to use some of that. And I left my mirror over there, so let's see if I can do this in the camera. Not using a lip liner, just using a little lip gloss. You know what, I might have a mirror in this. I do. All right, voila, that's it, we're done. This is my finished look for the day. I think it looks really pretty. I think it looks very pretty, actually. Very pleased with it. So, that's it, guys. We've done it. We're ready for the day, and I've got at least one more video I'm going to do, and then I got some things I gotta do around the house, so, you know, the wifely duties. All right, guys. Until we meet in the next video, take care. Bye.